in another way the lurker could not understand. "Do not be afraid." It was the male who spoke now, uttering words in the trade lingo that was common speech all through this quarter, which catered to the entertainment of ship people. He was very fair of skin, and his hair was white, though he was not an old man. Those eyebrows, so pale even against his skin, ran up at the temples to join the hairline, and his eyes were green, luminous, as if there were tiny fires behind each. "There is nothing to fear." That was the other one, the female, who spoke now. Beside the fairness of her companion, she was a fire glowing. Hair as red as one of Rustif's oil lamps was braided and looped about her head to look like a heavy crown. She was... The small body uncoiled. Claw hands went out to the big basket and drew the hunched body up as far as nature would let it, for it was a very crooked body, hunched forward by a misshapen burden at shoulder level, so that the head had to be raised to an uncomfortable angle to see the other two at all. Arms and legs were thin, their greenish skin encrusted with dirt. The mass of uncombed hair was black, gray with dust at places, but black underneath. A child. It was the spaceman who said that aloud. "What?" The woman made a gesture with one hand. There was a listening look about her. Could she hear Togor too? "This one, yes," she said. "But also another. Is that not so, little one?" The answer was pulled out by the intent gaze of her eyes, coming before thought muffled it with caution. Rustif, would make Togor play. It is cold, too cold. Togor hurts from the cold, from the pain whip." "So..." She stooped to set a hand beneath the chin of the small, bent, and maimed figure. From her touch, from the tips of her fingers, something warm and good flooded right into the shaking body. "Togor is what?" My friend." That was not quite the way of it either, but they were the closest words could be found. There was a hiss of breath from the man. The woman's lips fitted tightly together. She was angry, not like Rustif, all noise and quick to aim a blow, but neither was her anger turned toward the one before her. "We may have found what we seek." She spoke above the bowed head to her companion. "And who are you?" Again warmth flowed from her. "The dung one." Long ago had that name of the lowest been accepted. There was no other. "I run errands. I do what I can." A pride, which was seldom felt, made shoulders hunch a little higher. "For Rustif?" The man indicated the tent behind. Dung shook his head. "Rustif has Jusis and Sem. Yet you are here." "It is Togor. I bring him." The clawed hand fumbled in the front of his single ragged garment. Once more truth was pulled forth by that warmth of the other. "I bring this." He held an unwholesome-looking lump of stuff. "Rustif does not feed Togor enough. He wants him to fight for food. Togor will die." The sharply pointed chin quivered. "There!" They could all hear the crackle of the prod and a rising mutter of obscenities from beyond the tent wall. "Togor fights, and they bet on him. Rustif never had so good a clawed one before." "So," the man said, "let us see this fighter, Maelen. Also Rustif. He interests me." The woman nodded. She dropped her hand from beneath the pointed chin to lace a hold in the tatters which crossed the bowed shoulder hump. What did she want with dung? "Come." Her hold unchanging, she urged him forward, just behind the man who walked with the swing of one who has spent most of his years in space, and who is now heading toward the entrance to Rustif's domain at the other end of the tent.